Hi everybody, welcome back to Stoic Quotes. We got another zinger from the homie Seneca right here, and it goes a little something like this. He who is brave is free. Now, right off the bat, it reminds me of Mikhail Bulgakov's quote, "The gravest of all sins is cowardice." And I think the reason why my mind hops there is because to be a coward is to be a slave to forces outside of your control. You're not strong enough in order to affect your environment in that way. You constantly prioritize your own well-being, or not necessarily your own well-being, but sort of your own comfort, if you will. Not to say that everybody who seeks comfort is a coward, but you prioritize your own comfort over what your programming might be, or what you actually think. Now, the reason why I think that this quote, "He who is brave is free," ties into Bulgakov's one, is that I agree with, this is probably one that as soon as I read it, again, when it's a cheeky little 6-worder, I'm like, yep, I agree 100%. Now and I try to put my skeptical hat on and to try to find something wrong with it, but I really can't. I mean, who is going to say that being brave is a bad thing? Who's going to say that being free is also a bad thing? But I'm reminded of that paradox as well, where again, in order to be free, you essentially have to be a slave to yourself. Because you have to be your own master. But the reason why I like this quote is because bravery is one of these values and is one of these behaviors that has been universally across every single culture been praised since the dawn of time, since we became sentient, since humans arrived here. Bravery is one of those things that we value and that we cherish. So of course the ultimate reward, being freedom, will flow from being brave. You have to be brave in order to take your freedom. And once you are brave, nothing can really touch you. Now, being brave doesn't necessarily mean to be afraid, because I think a lot of people confuse those two. Okay, if you're brave, then you're not afraid. No, that doesn't necessarily mean the thing. You can be afraid and brave at the same time, but what bravery is that it overrides that fear. You take that fear and you say, yeah, okay, I am scared right now, but this is something I have got to do. If I do not do it, then essentially I will be defeated. So and maybe this is spinning into a completely different tangent from what Seneca was trying to say, but I really think this is the case. He who is brave is free. There's no better maxim than that. If you are brave, if you are intellectually brave, if you're brave in the face of danger, if you're brave when you're really, really scared, then you're free. That fear doesn't shackle you. You can use it in order to propel yourself out of that situation into safety. And of course, I equate freedom with safety. But yeah, essentially, this is a really short one. I think that I don't want it to spiral into a conversation about bravery, freedom, everything else like that. But I think it is important. I did make a video previously on the importance of being brave, and I think that, again, this quote really does relate to it. But it's nice to see that, again, this is one of these cultural constants that happens. And I mean, these are really 6 words to live by. If you're brave, you're going to be free. So, and even though it's not easy to be brave all the time, it's the ultimate reward is definitely worth it, because you'll get to be free. So anyway, at the risk of rambling, we're gonna cut it there, and I turn the question to you. Have I missed the mark with this quote analysis? If so, please let me know down in the comments below. Let me know regardless what you think. I'd love to read it. And of course, drop a like on the video as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching.